Let's see if the weapons are mixed
LDZ,
up.
is that you?
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Twilight Grove comes up. Let's see what weapons this Thatch has. Ooh, MiniVessen gets the first weapon already, but gets punched. But he's this unarmed from illyou goes in for the D-Light recovery, doesn't quite connect, and he finds the guns. Those aren't default. Goes in for the D-Light. Ooh, side air, just chasing MiniVessen all around the stage wherever he can. MiniVessen's yet to land anything on illyou. Tries to go for a down air and is just struggling to find these axe hits. Side air, down air, there it is. Down air into neutral air, sends him into the yellow. Thatch's low defense, allowing him to get a lot of damage on with a slow amount of moves. Side air and a neutral light.
Yeah, illyou maneuvering around these axe moves a lot, but he gets hit by like 3 moves and he's in orange. Teros just does so much damage to Thatch's 3 defense. There's only so much you can take in that situation.
Ooh, I was going to say illyou goes for a side light, hits him with a down air, and takes the first stock. Doesn't even bother denying the horn, just wants to kind of fight against MiniVessen with this sword. MiniVessen waits out for the neutral light and actually hits him with a neutral light of his own. Gets that pivot side light. Ooh, will he be able to get a side air? No, it doesn't. illyou gets in with the neutral light, and MiniVessen misses the first scoop, gets the second one.
Wow. So I've been counting. illyou has literally been hit by 6 moves. That's it. And he is already far into kill percent. Teros just absolutely demolishing the 3 defensive Thatch. Like, wow.
And he
illyou has to
almost
play
made this
so
even.
good.
Yeah, illyou has to play consistently not get hit good, while MiniVessen really just has to make sure he gets a few moves here and there to be able to even him up quite well. Granted, that is kind of hard with Teros' dexterity and speed, but still he's managing to make it work. Goes in for a down air. illyou tries to find that D-Light and instead gets punished by a D-Light, or a down air of MiniVessen's own. He's trying to catch him with these neutral lights right now. They're not quite working, but the side air will end up doing a lot of damage. Recovery to neutral air, however, puts him into the deep yellow.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. Like, he's hit him with 4 moves now. He's already in kill percent.
Ooh,
like,
recovery go. Both players playing off stage with
ground
ground
pound will
pounds
definitely
right now.
kill.
Side air comes out from illyou. MiniVessen holds onto the hammer, staying above the stage, not willing to go back into the center because illyou's got control of it. The weapon toss into the hammer pickup to the neutral light does a crazy amount of damage. He doesn't punish that ground pound with the side air, but still, MiniVessen's holding onto the stock. He has the ability to bring it back. Tries to go for a GC neutral stick, doesn't work out, and illyou misses his ground pound.
That was weird. You could have just side aired.
Ooh, both players are kind of being a little interesting with their ground pound options, just completely missing that open space of the stage most of the time. There's the recovery, however, to disarm illyou. He ground pounds back onto the stage. Interesting way to get back onto the ground, and MiniVessen dodging out of that into a down air. Takes the stock.
Well played by MiniVessen. illyou still struggling to find the kill on MiniVessen after getting him to red a long time ago. That side light actually almost kills. Okay, the side air will do it. illyou wants the guns, but he's gonna... Never mind, he wants to stick with the sword apparently. He's even giving MiniVessen a weapon.
I feel like he was going to try to
Interesting.
punish MiniVessen for trying to go for a certain move or picking up a weapon, but it didn't work out. And MiniVessen gets that GC neutral light to be able to halt illyou's approach, and he tossed the sword away. He has the guns now, but it might be too late. He's already in the orange. MiniVessen doesn't have to land many more moves to put illyou in a percentage where he's not going to be safe, but ooh, a nice D-Light into side air. He's finding those gun strings, tries to land with an in air, doesn't work out. Down air doesn't connect either, but the second down air connects. Third down air. Slapped in the face with the side air, however. Wow, that was a dangerous GC down sig.
Moly.
That was nearly his stock there. MiniVessen was ready enough.
So... this is insane. illyou showing absolutely no fear despite being very high health. Looking for the kill on MiniVessen. MiniVessen has a ridiculously high amount of health, but it's not going to take much to kill a 3 defense Thatch.
Oh, jeez.
illyou manages to thread his way through.
MiniVessen chases after the bomb, makes him disarm it, goes for that side air, but doesn't connect. illyou is just punts him into the island.
The side light will do it. Okay, wow. This is a best of 5.
Best of 5 indeed. But illyou takes the first match of this losers finals.
Wasn't that the second one?
Was it the second one?
That was the second.
No, it wasn't.
illyou won the first.
No, it
wasn't
definitely was the first, because that was the first time we saw illyou's
It was the
Thatch.
first?
Yeah, it was the first. Guaranteed.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. And now illyou's playing Ember. I don't understand, illyou. What are you doing? Okay, so illyou's gonna play Ember now. Apparently. illyou is not LDZ. No. illyou is not LDZ, guys.
MiniVessen getting
Jeez.
tripped over a meme. That's all right, MiniVessen.
Oh my goodness.
LDZ is jelly, he says. Ah, I see.
All right. So what is MiniVessen gonna do? Is he gonna stick with Teros? I mean, we haven't seen him play anything else, so
I
he
believe
picks
he
King's
is.
Pass.
He is definitely dedicated to Teros. I haven't seen him want to play anything else, and there are players that are just like that. Wilson's saying just play Lucien, but illyou's playing Ember, and Ember definitely doesn't have guns, so we'll see how this works out.
I don't really know. He must be just kind of experimenting since he knows he has the best of 5 to play around with. But these guitars
are actually doing quite well.
Doing a lot of damage.
And it's been shown that MiniVessen struggles a little bit against guitars, but these ground pounds are actually forcing illyou to hit it. That's the stock.
So illyou's dead.
Yeah. illyou's trying to do something fancy with the guitars, and MiniVessen's just like, wait a second, I know what to do about this, and he holds down B, and he ends up destroying illyou's stock there, hits him with the recovery on the way back up, and MiniVessen finds himself below the stage, but at a stock advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to find a kill now, illyou. You've got him to red. You can't take too much damage.
Multiple down airs.
He's not even going for ground pounds.
No, he's not. I think he's afraid to be below MiniVessen after that, but the side air will do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Doesn't even give the gravy cancel taunt. Unfortunate, but MiniVessen loses his stock only after putting illyou into the orange. Finds the hammer, holds on to it, tries to get a side air. Finds one, goes for a second side air, doesn't quite work out. GC neutral signature. Weapon toss.
Ooh, some really good down air reads, but it doesn't matter because he's dead. Okay. illyou's not looking pretty this game.
MiniVessen holding on to the axe. Yeah, I mean, illyou, primarily being a guns player, as you've said, and as I've seen, it's interesting seeing him to try to be able to play with the weapons that he's a little less comfortable with. MiniVessen holding on the axe, tosses into his face, has the hammer, goes for a neutral light, and hits him with the side air. 2 side airs in a row, brings him into the deep yellow, picks up the weapon that illyou was trying to go for, and even though he gets that side air, ooh, D-light in the ground pound, that should do it.
Wow, that was a really good option to go for right there. Downlight ground pound does find the kill. A pretty early kill, even.
MiniVessen holding on to the hammer. illyou's trying to go in with the guitars, and it's actually kind of working out well. But MiniVessen gets that scoop, goes for a side air, finds the sidelight, sends him into the orange. Another hit will send him into the red, and then it'll just be kill percent from there. There's the recovery. Forces illyou to recover high. Ooh, hits his head, but he gets to dodge back onto the stage regardless. MiniVessen finds the axe, and did he just kill himself?
Okay, illyou. Okay, bud. Alright, you gotta stop trolling now. Just win the games. Win the sets. Pick Lucien.
At least, yeah, make it a little bit harder of an effort. Seeing that Ember was kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. But the bomb...
He was clearly trolling.
There's
no other reason he picked that.
Modern Shoe giving a rack attack in the chat. I agree full-heartedly.
Oh.
And here we go into game 3. Best of 5, essentially a best of 3 now. illyou saying, alright, I'll bring out the Lucien. Let's go back to King's Pass. Mini's perfectly okay with that. We're seeing this Teros versus Lucien matchup. Ooh, really interrupts his side air with a neutral light and follows it up with another attack of his own. Gets the axe side air, as the axe still, illyou is doing his best to do as much damage as possible with the guitars.
Yeah, Lucien trying to approach MiniVessen with these guitars and getting a lot of damage here.
Toss the axe towards illyou. He dodges through it, holds onto the bomb, tosses the bomb away, and gets hit by the recovery. illyou put further into the yellow, finds himself below the stage, and another recovery. Is that illyou stock again?
That is. Wow, those hammer recoveries just absolutely devastating. illyou's suddenly on the backseat as he gets gimped by that hammer.
Yeah, he's got the guns now. He's a little bit more comfortable, but we can see why Mini definitely prefers King's Pass as a pick here. illyou was giving him the option to pick whatever stage that he liked, and he's clearly very comfortable here when he's got the hammer. Has the axe, doing as much damage to illyou as possible. Tries to go in for the downer, actually connects, interrupts illyou's attack. Hits him with another downer.
Oh, no.
illyou's forced to recover low, and MiniVessen doesn't chase him. He's taking a lot of damage, but Mini has applied so much damage on the stock. Goes for neutral sig. illyou still not finding any kill moves, but that's the signature we're looking for. Sends him flying down the center of King's Pass and takes the stock, but only after taking orange amount of health.
Yeah, it looks like... I mean, I feel like illyou should be winning these, but he's just not taking it seriously, it almost feels like
It's possible.
it's weird. Like, why would he go to, or why would he let Mini pick the stage when he's clearly got no reason to stay on King's Pass?
Just
Like,
wants to
King's
play
Pass
to
is
his
only gonna do more.
wants to play to his opponent's preferences. Doesn't seem as much of as big of a deal when there isn't prize money on the line. Perhaps it makes a player take something a lot less seriously, like illyou. Either way, illyou seems to be bringing it up a little bit with the guns right now. Tosses aside, goes for the mind trade. Ooh, goes for the slide charge disco and gets hit by the weapon toss. MiniVessen's going for these ground pounds. The second one connects
Yeah.
and once again kills him in the center of the stage. MiniVessen has the ability to bring this 2-1 against illyou's Lucien. It's with that cider as he tries to punish him with a cider of his own. illyou picks up the guitars and goes for the neutral sig. That kills. That's it.
Yeah, he's really good at finding... He's, like, insanely good at hitting those signatures. He doesn't use them for most of the game, but when he does, they're always so precise and exact. And they're very deadly, because he uses them when you're at red as kill moves.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't really
Very
notice him
smart
using those
usage.
signatures, but when he does use them, it is a kill. Oh, 2 downers in a row, just falling with them, chasing Mini down the center of the stage. Mini holding onto the axe. I feel like he wants to get rid of that, wants to find the hammer. Ooh, picks it up, goes for a neutral light. Both players just missing their neutral lights on each other, but illyou finds one, and or Mini finds one, and illyou responds to the cider. Ooh, there's the axe, or the hammer. Will he go for the ground pound? Ooh!
That almost killed, too.
Mini just having enough
illyou's
health.
suddenly doing a lot better.
illyou holds on to the guitars. Ooh, MiniVessen finds himself in the center of the stage. illyou nearly takes Mini's head off with that signature, but finds that neutral light, holds onto the hammer, tries to get a cider follow-up. Neutral sig, doesn't quite connect. Weapon toss in the neutral light. illyou's nearing kill percent. Goes for the ground pound. Will he go for the GC neutral sig? He will, but it's too late. illyou misses his cider on the side. A down sig coming up from illyou. MiniVessen goes for a ground pound, doesn't connect, but still gets the recovery, the bomb nearly missing out on illyou. Goes for that down air. Second downer, neither one connecting. illyou still
A
not
cider
landing
will
any kill
kill
moves.
illyou right now. This is so... Oh, just barely surviving. But he might die to the edge guard. Yeah, he does. Okay, that was an awful recovery, illyou. That was
it was-
100% your fault.
Was quite bad. MiniVessen tosses the hammer into his head and takes game 3. MiniVessen has the
Instead
ability.
of going directly to the ledge to reset his jumps, he like waited it out, like he expected Mini to do a ground pound or something, and he was gonna wait for it to come, but like it didn't come, and you gotta just keep going towards it and back out when you see the ground pound. You can't wait for the ground pound like that. It was just a mistake that ended up costing him the game, but it was still so close. Like both players were in red. Either one could have won that. It was gosh.
We
If
see,
illyou loses this because of that.
Yeah, we see MiniVessen saying Kings again, and he gives him a little smiley face, and illyou says never. He bans out Kings, and MiniVessen's asking any other map. But illyou might actually decide to,
I mean, illyou does get to choose.
Yeah, illyou gets the pick. Yep, illyou gets to pick the stage.
Ban Mammoth and Hall.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to Twilight Grove, but maybe not. MiniVessen's offstage game has been proving to trump illyou's as of recently, with the especially with the hammer recovery. Yeah, as I'm saying that,
you get to pick.
yeah, you know, explain to him. Common saying, as we're talking about the hammer recovery, saying hammer recovery is life, and that is indeed true. That is exactly what carried Mini through that game on King's Pass. And illyou says
Alright,
shit.
so we're headed to shit. Ugh, so illyou is down 2-1, right?
Yes, he's got to take 2 more games to be able to get into grand finals from here. MiniVessen's got the lead for sure. They'll use Lucien coming out once again, and MiniVessen sticking to his Teros.
All right, so illyou versus MiniVessen
3,
on
2,
Shipwreck.
1, brawl.
illyou
Here we
immediately
go.
opens up with a side air. MiniVessen trying to do his best with this side air of his own. illyou immediately goes in with the guitars. Ooh, neutral light coming out. MiniVessen tries to get a scoop. Both players not really connecting with many moves. MiniVessen's trying to punish with the neutral light, but illyou's ready to go in. Neutral light to the neutral light. MiniVessen's out of jumps.
Wow. So there's a perfect 20-second stop. Okay.
Punishing Mini
That
for
seems pretty
jumping
good.
around too much with too many side airs, and he kills him with that signature, just completely destroys him.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty much exactly what illyou wanted. He really turned on, and looks like he's gonna continue it with these insane gun strings. Wow. And he's got a full stock advantage now.
He's just doing so much damage to Mini right now.
Wow.
Mini stayed in one place the entire time, the
Oh
same
my-
signature as before. This is brutal. That's 2 stocks in a minute.
It's like illyou was just trolling this whole time, and he's like, "Yeah, this is how I actually play, guys."
illyou comes in with the guitars and he hits him with that neutral light. But I guess Mini really does benefit from having any kind of terrain to mess with. Shipwreck is like his bane, I feel like, because he doesn't have any
Okay.
platforms, islands, gaps, nothing. It's just a single stage, and he kind of loses on the neutral when it comes to fighting against illyou. But he manages to get that stock, goes in with the axe.
illyou is just throwing these moves out, and they're so well placed. Like he knows where Mini wants to go, and he's just making it so that Mini can't do what he wants. And
Mini, yeah, but Mini gets that bomb, however, goes to the neutral sig, but illyou is ready to punish with that down air. Oh, the recovery. That might be illyou stuck.
oh my gosh! All right, so if there's one thing illyou can't do, it's recover effectively.
At least against
He's messed it up so many
MiniVessen,
times.
yeah, he's gotten hit by that hammer recovery. I just don't think he respects the hammer. It's something that I personally, as a player, have a problem with too. Is just being able to. I want to do offstage things, and I get hit by that hammer recovery, and I die. But for illyou, it's severely bad.
Wow, yeah. So I mean, okay, he gets the 3rd kill with the Qatar down sig this game. All 3 of his kills were with that one signature, but wow, illyou really turning on that game. Wow. Let's see if he can do that for the last game too or not.
All right, we're moving on to game 5.
Who's casting? It's the legendary Taza and Orange Bee.
Yes,
I heard they're pretty good.
I switched it over to our little overlay so you can see today's casters on the right. We've got our names listed. Myself, am Taz Orange B, the one who announced our names, and we're moving into Game 5 of Losers Finals. After this, be excited, we'll have a community color code raffle. But yes, we're sticking to our players' main legends: MiniVessen on Teros, illyou on Lucien.
2, 1, brawl.
So let's see. And we're going to Twilight, which you were talking about how maybe illyou even wants to pick this map, but Mini ends up picking it. Let's see who it ends up working for better. God, look at those downlight reads. What is this? What is this? illyou's already got Mini to red.
Mini holding on to the hammer, tries to go for a cider. Yeah, but like honestly, as impressive as all these strings from illyou are, if it doesn't lead into a kill, I fear so much for illyou's life because I feel like he's just gonna get killed off the side of the map. I really do. Ooh, goes for that
mean, it's-
neutral sig read, but there's that down air and side air. illyou's already been brought into the orange himself, and he goes for sig. He's gotten unarmed. He's gotten disarmed by that recovery. Mini,
Absolutely fantastic axe and hammer play by Mini. Just absolutely, like, it just bringing it back instantly. Just a few of these axe hits. He hits a recovery, it's a Sair, and he hits like another neutral light, and boom, he's equal again with illyou. illyou needs to get these long strings because if he trades blow for blow, Teros just does so much more damage with his weapons. It won't matter.
ooh, goes for that
Not to
GC
mention the
sideline.
difference in attacks.
Yeah, the difference in attack stats and defense stat, but still finds that recovery, kills him off the top. But honestly, after that beginning with the guns, illyou should have ended that stock so much sooner than he actually did. And now he's in a position where MiniVessen can make it even. Goes the bomb, dodges below it, hits him with that down air. Actually has a decent amount of force considering how much damage illyou's taken. I wouldn't be surprised if Mini went for a recovery, but oh no, that's not what he wants to see happen. There we go.
Great
Recovery
recovery.
connects, illyou killed off the top. And we're even 2-2.
So illyou finds the Qatars. Might not be what he's looking for. He's gonna toss those for some guns. Try and get a repeat of those insane gun strings he was just pulling off.
MiniVessen goes for the downer into the decider. Ooh, 2 downers in a row. MiniVessen just constantly putting himself in a position to get punished by ilyou's gun strings. A 3rd down air, goes for a net air, but I feel like that was a misinput. MiniVessen's ready to punish with the cider. Hits him with that side light with the hammer.
No.
Chase dodges with the side air. Goes for a neutral light, weapon toss, no follow-up.
But that's not a missed input, dude. Ilyou's actually just going for the hardest reads in the game. It's just sort of what he does.
That would explain a lot. Goes for a GC neutral signature. No, Mini! Ooh, barely makes it back onto the stage. I feel like he lost it there when he went for that GC neutral sig. But no, makes it back, but there he gets. Side light, misses, punished by a neutral sig, and ilyou takes the stock lead. A much more solid lead than he had before.
Oh my goodness. Oh my guns, please. That was a freaking white to red combo from ilyou.
ilyou tries to go off stage, gets punished by Grandpa. And ilyou, a little too far there. I don't know what you were dive kicking for, but Mini gladly takes that, evens it up 1-1. Both players on their tournament stock. ilyou, not holding onto the weapons, tries to go for a neutral sig, punts him into the wall. Oh no, ilyou! That was brutal.
Goodness.
Goes for a slide charge disco. ilyou trying to go for every fancy unarmed signature in the book, but none of them are quite working. And I don't want to see that down sig, ilyou. If he recovers you and he gets you below the stage into a ground pound, that's it. That's the recovery. ilyou finds himself below the stage. MiniVessen
doesn't connect.
MiniVessen's totally fine with what ilyou is doing off stage right now. Gets another unarmed combo, tosses it into his face. He has the axe, dodges past the neutral sig.
Great dodge by Mini. Doesn't get hit by the neutral sig, but ilyou's gonna keep fishing for these sigs, unfortunately. I think that might be the death of him, but he connects. Going to grand finals, ilyou.